Hey. If you've been keeping up with this channel lately, you'd know that I, kinda hate doing scripted content. This video will be short, I promise! Now there's actually a very good reason for this. You see, I'm lazy. But hey, it's December and I haven't really done one of these, like, ever since I stopped using socials, so let's have a little fun. I'm going to run through 4 or 5 of my favourite games that I played this year, in roughly the order I played them in, why I think they're fantastic, and maybe, just maybe, learn a little about ourselves along the way. Isn't that nice? I know Silksong released this year, and that's a pretty big deal. Don't worry, it is like my favourite game ever, just like the first game. I'm just not going to be talking about it here because I want to highlight the smaller indie titles. You don't need me to tell you Silksong's a masterpiece, it's Silksong. Oh yeah, and I don't plan on spoiling any of the games mentioned here. That'll be more important for some games than others, so be careful out there. Don't get used to content with this much effort put into it. Next video, it's probably just going to be this shit again. Now get comfy, grab a snack, and let's get into it. CrossCode is an action RPG released in— oh god, I'm behind on this one. Yeah, 2018. Now, as the Octopath games and my putting off Xenoblade for 3 years have taught me, RPGs are a big commitment. And yeah, for one playthrough, I did sink a lot of time into this game. And you know what? CrossCode is just damn fun. You're placed inside this grand virtual world, the Sonic Racing Crossworlds, set in the distant future, and, well, it's basically a fictional MMO. You play as Leia, who is objectively the best person to ever exist. That's not my opinion, that's a fact. And yeah, you're just placed into this huge playground to explore, make friends along the way, and just have a good time. Now, is there a secret underlying plot about Leia's origins, how Crossworlds came to be, and just whatever the hell's going on with this guy? Yeah, maybe. Nothing to worry about. But what really matters is how fun the game is to play, and god is it fun. The crisp 360-degree movement combined with dashes and aiming projectiles makes combat an absolute joy each and every time. This goes even further with the elemental power to unlock across the game, new techniques unlocked through— oh god, a skill tree. Well, at least there's only one— oh my god, don't let that discourage you though. Really, the game just gives you a lot of options, and you can tailor it towards your preferred playstyle. For instance, do you actually use the guard button unlike me? Boom! There's like a bunch of different shields you can choose from. Want your balls to have a little extra sauce? Why'd I write that? There's like 100 different projectile options. And that's not even getting into the combos, which I'm way too bad to pull off correctly. Each area is filled with secrets to take advantage of the game's simple but effective Zelda-like parkour. And it never feels like a simple road from A to B. What really sold me on this game though was the dungeons, holy shit. There's around 6 or 7-ish depending if you count the DLC, and they are so much fun. Seriously. Each one has a unique theme tailored around each element. With unique themes and enemy interactions, there is never a dull moment. The puzzles get pretty nuts too, like, really fucking difficult, but somehow I never got tired of them. It just made eventually figuring them out and getting them down feel way better. And the bosses? They're the absolute highlight of the game. They do that really cool thing of incorporating dungeon gimmicks into the fight itself. Like, early on you fight this big robot guy who attacks you with bombs, but they're the same ones you've been using to blow up walls early in the dungeon. Put 2 and 2 together, bing bang boom, the bitch is dead. It's moments like that that really make this game for me. Tons of stuff I haven't even mentioned as well. Like, even the side quests had so much thought put into them. Good ass game. I'm glad it could be my long RPG of the year. Oh, and if you ever try the DLC, good luck. Man, I wonder what the next game's gonna be. I hope it's something shorter, like it'd suck if it were a roguelike or something. Alright. So if you want an idea of what my dreaded backlog is like, One Step from Eden had been burning a hole in my Steam library for around 2 years by this point. Picked it up on a sale, thought it looked neat, and hey, I love the Battle Network games, asterisk. Maybe I'll play it soon. And I never did. Fortunately, this year I finally came to my senses to kick 2023 me in the shins, then I unkicked her in the shin because I got addicted to it for a month straight. Yep. And then I re-kicked her in the shins because goddamn it's good. Like, I always enjoyed the Mega Man Battle Network series, even if I kinda fell off after a while. But this is just such a great evolution of those games. I mean, just the switch from a 3x3 to a 4x4 grid is already a huge game changer. But it honestly makes those games kinda hard to go back to. Not to mention, the roguelike aspects fit the gameplay so well. You get spells for each round of enemies you beat, and those spells can be used to synergize with each other too. That's right, OzFeet is also a deck builder! You can even filter your card selection to give you a specific type you want. I personally like flow builds, they're super fun to work with. Or you can just rain hellfire until everything dies. Also valid. Each area also has a boss fight which scales up in difficulty with your progress. You'll have to beat all of them, but you have some agency over when you fight them so you can prioritize the ones you're dogshit against. For me, it's Saffron. Wait, huh? Yeah, you can play as them too. I swear this game's like endlessly replayable. Not only does each character have their own unique movesets and strengths, but they also have multiple loadouts, good lord. Make sure you visit the cute shopkeeper every so often, you're gonna need it. Hey, wait a second. She's got a health bar too. I wonder what happens if I... Don't worry if this all sounds like a lot to learn, by the way. The game very cleverly unlocks more spells for you as you play the game, so you can get used to how the game works by then. You might still need a few runs to get a handle on everything, but the game never forces a specific playstyle on you. Oh, and the items actually tell you what they do. What a novel concept. I had a lot of fun with this one. It definitely gets a lot of mileage out of its content, but that honestly just makes the game all the more fun to master. Kinda like another game I'll be talking about later. Hell, there's even some pretty extensive modding support. It's sick. Oh, and one more thing. You see these cute bunnies in the rest areas? You can kill them. I only say this so you don't do it by accident, because it'll immediately invalidate your run for being a heartless monster. That's all for OzV though. As for the next game, well... I just can't seem to remember. So Void Stranger is kinda hard to talk about. It's the most tentative recommendation here, not because I don't like it, but if it's not quite your thing, for the love of God, don't put yourself through it. Void Stranger is an ordeal, to put it lightly. I just find it a very interesting one. I picked it up on a whim this summer thinking it looked kinda neat and I could run through it in a day or two. I could not have been more wrong. You're put in the shoes of Grey, a woman who dives into the endless void looking for... someone. You soon find a mysterious rod giving you the power to move and place the very tiles around you, and a nameless fear that something is wrong. You'll have to venture deep into the catacombs of the void, survive the terrors that it brings, and try to find who you're looking for, with some part of you still intact. And that's all I can say without spoiling the game. Get out of here. Yeah, unfortunately, this is one of those games where you want to go in as blind as possible, which makes it kinda hard to do a sales pitch. All I can really say is that, goddamn, this game runs real fucking deep. If you do take the plunge, this is one of those games you're gonna need a Google Doc for. You'll be dissecting this game like a grape on an operating table. System erasure games are kinda like that. I hear even ZeroRanger's lore runs pretty deep, though I haven't played it. So yeah, as much as I'd love to indulge in the many layers of this game, you're kinda just gonna have to trust me on this one. If you like Sokoban, or if you don't, and this game just kinda calls to you like the endless yearning for the abyss, maybe give it a shot. It's 10 quid. And maybe, if you look deep enough, you might uncover something grander than you could ever know. It's a shame I never got around to playing ZeroRanger though. I mean, I'm not exactly great at shmups, but the sprite work is really cool and it looks like a fun time. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, I should have played this game years ago. ZeroRanger kicks so much ass, it's insane. It's a pretty easy recommendation too, because I'm horrible at shmups. Seriously, Each time I've tried to prove myself as more than your average Touhou fan by actually playing the games, I get my head handed to me on a silver platter, even on the easier difficulties. But ZeroRanger tackles difficulty in a pretty interesting way. It just kinda doesn't. Hell, you're expected to die. A lot. Because every death and game over gets you just a little bit farther and a little bit better. And that's how this game really hooked me. You play as either certified badass story or dumbass bitch Mido, tasked with destroying the evil alien vessel Green Orange. Don't worry, even the game doesn't have much faith in you. They just outright tell you you're fucked. But if you decide to press on anyway, you'll find out that they were absolutely right. This game is pretty hard. But that's what your continues are for. After your first death, you'll unlock more continues to use on your following runs, with sort of an XP mechanic depending on how well you did. That's kinda backwards on paper, but it works really well. Given there's no real penalty for using them besides your score, it ensures even the worst players will get through the game eventually. And you don't even feel bad for it, because you'll be getting good at the game anyway. With enough practice at each stage, you'll keep in mind strategies, shortcuts, and even what power-ups you prefer. Previously insurmountable bosses become just a footnote on your journey as you make your way further. And you don't have to do it all in one go, there's level select. Don't worry, the stages are plenty long enough. And when you do eventually arrive at Green Orange, yeah, I can't tell you that. This game is spoiler territory too, but that's for you to find out. Trust me, there's some pretty crazy stuff just below the surface, including what may be one of my new favourite boss fights of all time. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically ZeroRanger. Kinda speaks for itself, but it's an insanely fun game even if you're not familiar with the genre. Love the visual style as well. Games with restricted palettes are always so cool to me. And now for the most recent game I played. Viewer discretion is advised, cause we're about to do some crimes. Hey, it's me, Rift of the Necrodancer. You said you were gonna play me months ago, Ren. I'm still in your Steam library, Ren. Don't you dare go play a different rhythm game, don't you do it, please, for the love of God. Your Honor, I had to do it to him. Okay, if you're gonna take anything away from this video, I want this to be your call to action. As of writing, Unbeatable is just a few days away from releasing, with a demo for the game released this April. Because I only have a demo to go off of, I'm not gonna have tons to talk about here. But this game still deserves so much love. It's a rhythm game, sure, but not really in the ways you'd expect. It's not about full clearing songs or ultra precise inputs. None of this shit. There's an arcade mode and there's some fucking bangs in there too, but it's not really what the game is about. Though it's hard to pinpoint that without being vague. You play as Beat, a criminal musician among her ragtag group of treble, clef and quaver. Unbeatable is a game about friendship. It's also about family. It's about a badass band, and baseball, and these cunts, and Valhalla pandering. And it's also about this. Yeah, this is one of those games you just gotta feel out. In that sense, I don't think it'll be for everyone. But whoever it is for, I think we've got something really special in our hands. I mean the art style for one. The game so proudly presents its anime-inspired visuals against the simple yet beautiful backdrops of its beach city. It's not old sappy bullshit though. The demo's got plenty to do. Beat up cops, play minigames, beat up cops, play songs in a breathtaking dream sequence. And of course, design a wonderful poster. Here's the one I made on my playthrough. I didn't know how it worked, so now the world is stuck with this. Oh yeah, and you beat up cops. And of course the music, my god. Demo soundtrack, arcade songs, go, now. This isn't even the full release and it's already so good. If you don't care and just want my personal recommendations, Empty Diary, Proper Rhythm, Waiting, Mirror and Forever Now are all absolutely worth a listen. And whether or not you'll be there when the full game releases on December 9th, I hope I've at least done this game a little justice. And if you're watching a few days from now when the game's already out, damn, what a way to immediately date this video. But the game's already out, so you've got no excuse. At least give the demo a try if you're on the fence. And yeah, that's enough out of me. If I don't see you again, have a happy new year. Or at least an okay one. And remember, be crimes, do gay. I'll see you around.